For the second time ever, we have one of my favorite guests. The
Wow.
one, the only, Kylie Brakeman.
Oh my God. I cannot believe that this is the second time ever that this has happened.
I know. The second time ever we have one of my favorite guests.
The
and the second
second
time you've
time-
been on it.
That's such a coincidence. That's
Isn't
like
that how it
that's
works
like a
out?
coincidence that almost never happens. That's kind of a lunar eclipse.
Only twice.
Only
Yeah.
twice.
And it's actually your first appearance as Breaking News, officially a member of Almost Friday Media.
And the cat is out of the bag.
Yes.
Deadline.com. Get your
You should
your
post like a
keys
pregnancy
typed.
thing, but
I am
joining
pregnant with a
AFTV.
digital media company. I'm expecting to be in the office a lot more.
a lot more, which we were talking about a little bit. We're super excited to have you on.
I'm super excited to be here. It seems like simply a blast every single day where everybody's having a good time.
It completely is. Yeah. And it's
No
always
pressure.
it's always so let's keep it up like that.
And so everyone's in a good mood every single day and no
Every
one's allowed to be
single
sad. That's what
day.
I heard.
Exactly. How was your first week so far?
It's been great. Guys, Bagel Monday
Bagel Monday.
is bananas.
It's great.
I haven't had Bagel Monday in years. I had an old job that also did Bagel Monday.
Okay.
But those bagels were a lot worse.
These are good bagels.
These are really good
You've been
bagels.
here. The new bagels came with Kylie.
Yeah, we have more locks now that you're here, which
Yeah,
is good.
they heard-
So
do you
they're like, Kylie's coming.
Yeah.
We got to get more
got it.
locks.
Gotta
This
get
girl
more.
loves
These
locks.
girls are gonna. This girl's gonna gobble up some locks. So we gotta get some more locks in here.
So what are you going to be doing with Almost Friday?
I am.
For now, you're with the sketch group.
For now, I am with the sketch group. I am going to be making some videos. I am
Exciting.
going to be making some YouTube videos as well.
Huge. You were in the one last week, which is really funny.
Yes, the bosses one, which is so fun, and like deeply scary, and how I feel
was
about
deeply scary.
offices.
You were very scary.
Offices are really scary.
Offices is
This
scary,
we're
which is
not
what you
talking about
joined
this.
one.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I know. I'm in the belly of the beast.
So before you started at Almost Friday, what was your path to get here? Just
My
quick
path to get
summary.
here. Okay, here's my whole deal.
Yeah.
I
Tell the
joined.
people about yourself.
The people need to know
Yes.
that I am an Aries. I have done improv and sketch and everything throughout around town. I was an improviser and a sketch person at Upright Citizens Brigade. If you've ever
Yes.
been to a live show in Los Angeles and New York,
Yep.
I wrote for the Tonight Show, and then I also wrote for the Kids Tonight Show, which is the
Wow.
Tonight Show hosted by 4 children.
That's kind of interesting. What was that like?
It was really wild because the kids had way more on-set experience than I did.
Interesting.
And
Yes,
so-
and they kind of had your dream.
Yeah.
And you were like, I
Yeah.
kind of want your job.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of want your job, but they were doing a much better
They were
job than I could have done.
fantastic.
Those kids were fantastic.
Who,
and
who
one of these,
were these kids?
they were just these sort of like absolute, like, I think if you were plugged into the child star community,
Sure.
which, let's put you on a list, but
hopefully you do not know who these
hopefully
kids
you are
are.
not plugged into the child star community. But these seemed like to be the child actors of
Wow.
the time. Like they all had like a lot of credits and like
Interesting.
were booking a lot and doing a lot of like commercials and like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel,
Okay.
all that business. There was this one girl who was so cute and she would be like, I was getting lunch with my friend Mariah the other day, and she meant Mariah Carey because her
That's
family is just very well
So
connected.
Awesome.
And I just think that's really, really cool.
That's really funny.
But it was really fun, and they were also just like cool kids at the end of the day. It was
Yeah.
like COVID too, and so they had never we had masks
Interesting.
on the whole time, and so they never saw our faces until the final day.
Wow.
They were running around the set going like, take your mask down, and then we'd like pull down our
And they're like,
to show our mouths, and then they go ah. They were like genuinely afraid.
I love that. Did they ever like give you notes on your jokes?
The kids.
Yeah, like it's just gotta be tighter, kind of.
No, they really should have though. I really wish they were like, all right, tough love time. I think we can beat this premise. I think this doesn't actually make sense.
Like, what were some of the jokes for the show? Like, I'm trying to.
Like it was a lot of
is it like topical or like?
it was like surrounding a different topic every episode. Sort
Okay.
of John Oliver-esque.
Okay, got it.
But it's like school or vacation. From what I remember, this could have been this was 5 years ago. So
And it was like COVID, so it's kind of a a fever dream.
Kind of a fever dream
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
It was kind of a crazy thing where we needed people in the studio audience, but you could only be in the studio audience if you were vaccinated. And at the time,
Interesting.
the age cutoff was 12. So we had these 8-year-olds hosting a show for some 14-year-olds that they found in Times Square. And they were not the best audience because
Yeah, 14-year-olds are such like the scariest audience in general.
yeah, they
Especially
already
8-year-olds.
don't want to give it up to anybody.
Especially like a fourth grader. Like,
Yeah, they're like,
That's
okay,
crazy.
here's somebody your little brother's age,
Yeah,
and now
exactly.
support them. Like, no,
Exactly.
that's not happening.
exactly.
But yeah, it was like different themes. I barely remember anything of what the actual content of the show was.
Yeah.
But like we would have different celebrity, like kid centric celebrity guests. Like we had this yo-yo master named Gentry Stein.
That's sick.
That was one of my episodes I remember writing.
Wow.
And he came, did some yo-yo stuff, did
That's
some
unreal.
bits. And then there was like a cool skateboarder, and then there were like
Okay. So it would be
also
like
famous
celebrities
people.
to children, not necessarily kid celebrities.
yeah, it
Not
wouldn't
like
be.
the
It was
Stranger
never
Things
other
cast.
kids.
Got it. It was adults that kids would think are cool.
It was
Okay.
like Matthew McConaughey, which like. Yeah, I
That's
think
kinda cool.
kids know, and
Yeah.
then famous yo-yoers
Got
and
it.
stuff like that.
So
it was honestly a blast. I had
That's
so
so
much fun
fun.
working there.
Yeah.
But it was a short-lived.
Okay.
Gig.
So you did that for a year, and then before that, you did a year with The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show, but the kids show actually ended up happening first. It was like a weird.
Got it.
It was a weird
Got
thing.
it.
But then I was at the Tonight Show for like 6 months, and I was. You better believe prepping celebrities for how to play charades.
Wow.
That whole job
Someone's got to
was-
do it.
Someone's got to do
I
it.
know.
Like, and my whole job ended up being like I would text the executive producers nouns for us to use in charades, and then the EPs would be like, I don't think we should use that noun. Can you think of a different noun? And then I would just keep texting them, and I'm like, okay, pickle, tennis,
I could give as many
basketball.
nouns. Your vocabulary must have gotten really strong.
Oh yeah.
That must be huge.
I'm like, well, Jimmy wouldn't take milk, but he would take eggs.
That's like the worst. Such a funny note to get.
Yeah.
Like, who was like? Was there any like big celebrities that you got to talk to?
I got to.
Or I guess you didn't talk to them, but like, were you
It-
engaging with them directly?
Yeah, I mean, they were never in a spot where it's like, oh, let's have an awesome long conversation with this woman who's
Got
here.
it. This is the
because-
noun girl. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the noun girl. She's here to deliver the noun. She's sort of a noun assistant. That's what I felt like. But it would be like moments before the show, and I would just go into their dressing room. So they're already like prepping to go on TV
Got
mode.
it.
So it was like usually pretty quick. I remember like telling Martha Stewart how to play Password or whatever, and she just like stared right through me. And then she like was giving me basically nothing, and which is iconic and her right.
Yeah.
And then she went on TV
should.
and just absolutely demolished the game in every conceivable way. And I'm like, this is the coolest.
Yeah. So you
This
bet
is so
it's because
cool.
you prepared her so well. Or
Yeah.
she demolished it in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay,
Like
good,
she
good,
was
yeah.
just so blasé and like throwing out every single answer was correct
Yeah.
and so fast. And
I
like
love that.
it was just awesome.
What was the vibe there? Like, was it more or less professional than Almost Friday Media? Like, was that the most professional office you've worked at?
I guess it
Yeah.
would be.
Right? Like, have you had like a normal corporate job?
The
or?
only more professional office I've worked in was the big donor office at my college.
Wow.
And so I had to look up people's
You would, like,
donor files.
And you would like call them?
I would like. So my job was actually to do the bigger donors who
Okay.
don't get calls in the normal hotline that like
Got
if
it.
you're an alumni of a college, you probably get those calls where it's like,
I did that job as a student. I would call
Oh my
people
God.
and ask for money. It was the worst job.
yeah, like
If
I'm
anyone
sure no
picked
one,
up, I would hang up because like people would get so mad that you were asking them for money, and I just like I can't handle this conflict right
Yeah,
now.
how many actual full conversations would you end up having?
It was
per
just
shift? 'Cause-
the old people would talk to you for an hour, and then everyone
Yeah.
else was like, "Can you stop calling me?" Like, and
Yeah.
get really pissed,
Yeah,
which I like couldn't handle. But anyways, continue. So
no, it's hard to take.
yeah, I was like 18 years old.
Yeah, it's way too much for an
Yeah,
18-year-old
no.
to take. I had the job of researching big donors who were very wealthy who needed like special agent
Okay.
calls. Like a person who was
Interesting.
salaried to be there would like take the research that I found from them
Okay.
and then they would be like, well, Mr. Blah, 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 I see that you were on the rowing team and blah, 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 and you're a Rotary Club
So you
member.
would like prep them.
Would you like to perhaps donate a library to us or something?
And that's how these things happen over the phone. They'll just donate a library. Where did you go to college?
I'm sure they had like dates or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Like a donor date. I went to college at Occidental College.
Nice.
Our most famous alumni is, not to brag, Barack Obama.
Wow. What did
Yeah.
his donor file look like?
It was a one-sided conversation, and this was the first thing I looked up, by the way.
Yeah, of
as soon as I got
course.
access to the alumni,
The
I looked
hidden,
up Barack
the
Obama.
sealed Barack Obama file.
Yeah. And for a long time, for many years, it was a one-sided conversation where the school would ask him if he was interested in participating. He was busy being the president, so he did not respond.
Sure.
And then I think he set up some kind of scholarship after.
Good for him.
Which, like,
thank you for doing that. Yeah.
He got around to it.
Because
he had a
of
lot
your
on his
research,
plate.
though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys got to look into this guy. His name is Barry.
He's been doing a lot of big stuff.
He lives in a big White House. My school was really milking the fact that Barack Obama went there, but they couldn't explicitly use his name so they would have T-shirts in the gift shop that said from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue to 1600 Campus Road, and then a picture
By the
of
way,
the White
that's
House.
kind of a bar.
Yeah,
That's kind of a sick shirt.
it is kind of a sick shirt. It's a cool coincidence.
Okay, so that was a pretty corporate office.
That was a pretty corporate office.
Here, Fallon, where does Almost Friday stack up?
Well, there's games. It's tough because here and Fallon, there were both games in the middle of the central meeting place. That's like the main.
Like the TVs you're talking about? Yeah.
I mean, the big basketball thing.
Yeah. Oh, the basketball wheel and the Papa Shot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that. I mean, this is loose. This is nice. They're nice in different ways.
Good.
I'm trying not to get sued.
Yeah. We won't talk about Fallon.
Everybody, I would say
Everybody is
that
perfect.
every workplace I've ever been a part of has been a wonderful time.
You're very media trained.
I'm really scared to talk shit about any of my former employers right now because I just tried to do HR right now and get signed up to our company portal to get paid, and I haven't been able to do it for a week. I keep getting denied.
Why?
And we finally had to call a customer service rep. It's because I had an account because of a job I had signed up for and never showed up to at Le Pan Quotidien. And so I was like a pending employee for them for the past 10 years.
Like just like as like a host, like someone behind the
I was
cashier,
like,
not like corporate.
Cashier.
Got it.
I was like gonna be a cashier at Le Pan.
That's actually so funny.
And I never showed up. And they were like, well, usually if you can't sign up in the HR portal, it's because you already have a job. And I'm like, no, I don't have a job.
Pretty sure I don't.
I've like never worked a corporate job. I don't really know what this is. And they're like, no, so you work at Le Pan Quotidien.
I don't, but thank you.
I don't.
What has been your biggest surprise about starting here?
Oh my gosh.
Has anything surprised you? I mean, you've kind of been in the mix a little bit beforehand.
I've had a couple days here. Everyone's been super nice. Not that is like.
Is that surprising?
I walked in here expecting a bunch of bozos, jerks,
in the Shark
and
Tank.
ass wipes, and everyone has been nothing but lovely.
That's a shock.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm sure I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I think the thing I'm kind of blown away by is just the sheer output of everything we do.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much.
Yeah, like were you aware of just like how many people worked here and different things going on? Or
I think I didn't realize how many people would be here, and like even just on the YouTube side, like how much.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that goes into it.
It's a full team,
and it like is like put out so regularly.
I mean, it's insane that you guys are putting out like full professional level short films once a week.
Yeah.
At like 30 times a year. That's an insane. People don't understand how insane that
and that they look good.
Most people that don't work at a
do.
company like this, like you will maybe once a year be able to do that, and you have to pay your own money.
Yeah.
It's
like
unbelievable.
A whole ordeal.
Yeah.
No, this is maybe the most productive place in America.
Wow. Clip that. Write that down.
Clip that. Clip that.
All right. So you also have a hilarious podcast, Artist on Artist on Artist. You're still doing that.
I'm still doing that.
Fantastic.
And yes, that is an improvised Hollywood Roundtable podcast. So if you've ever seen Actors on Actors, we play fake people in actors on actors type situations.
Yes.
And so we'll do different Hollywood roundtables where it's like not always just actors talking to each other. Sometimes it's like, oh, we're like food bloggers, or we're like directors who all directed dog movies, or like we're like
food bloggers on food bloggers on food bloggers.
Food bloggers on food bloggers on food bloggers on food bloggers. I'm actually really mad that we didn't take that as a naming convention for all of the
it's
episodes.
Still open. Oh, you should. That would be smart.
We should have done that.
There's still time.
There's still time. We're 200 episodes in. Let's pivot.
Let's pivot.
It's time to pivot the creative.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Anything else that people need to know about you? And then we're going to do a quick game before we get into the full episode.
The people need to know that I love you. Good night.
Very good. Very good. All right, so you missed on Friday. Generally, they make new hires do 2 truths and a lie for their first Friday meeting. You were not there.
I heard, and I heard that I narrowly avoided this.
Well, you haven't avoided it because now we're going to play 2 truths and a lie. So you have to give us 2 truths and a lie, and we're going to guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to say 3 things.
The hardest part of this game is, I think, making the lies specific.
Yep.
And coming up with a truth where it's like, the hard thing is it's one truth, and you are now introducing yourself for the first time to so many people, and you're like, this truth is, I have hand-selected this as the most interesting thing about me.
That is very true. Like, this is what you were choosing to highlight about yourself. We also were talking about this before, like, in a workplace, it can't be too interesting of a fact.
No.
Or like,
no.
Because then it's like kind of like unprofessional, but like it still has to be interesting.
And so the line I have to walk now.
It's the same as like talking about like, how was your weekend? Like, you can't be like, dude, I'm fucking blacked out. But like, you don't want people to think you're a loser either. So like, you have to kind of soft launch.
You have to like
yourself being cool.
Yeah. Sort of like cushion it's sort of the pill in the peanut butter, so to speak.
Oh, write that down.
Write that
dogs
down.
Be like, dogs will love that one. All right, let's hear.
This is a podcast for dogs. Okay, I did not like blueberries until I was 24 years old.
Whoa.
I have one big toe that is shorter than the other big toe.
Holy shit.
There are no dogs in my family. And by that I mean nobody in my family has ever had a dog.
Humans, it's just there's no crossbreeding but interspecies.
I'm not related to any dogs.
That feels like a lie because I've seen your family photos and some of those people have dogs.
Some of those people are dogs for real.
There's no dogs. Yo, Uncle Jeff's a dog.
He's a dog,
bruh.
I meant it as nobody has a dog, but like, well, we already know I'm lying, so let's just talk about the other two.
I will say, you do seem like you could be a dog person.
I do love a dog.
Yeah,
I love a dog. I love a cat as well.
I'm a cat person. I did have
do
a
you
dog
have a
growing
cat?
up, but I do have a cat now currently.
I have a cat as well. What's your cat's name?
Hank.
Mine's Jackie. We both have human names for dogs.
I like that.
For
cats, human pet names. Do you think that that's the lie? I mean, we already kind of established that.
So you didn't like blueberries?
You didn't like blueberries till you were 24?
Wait, okay, I already forgot what I said.
I actually kind of...
Wait, okay, so I said Seattle and then we threw it out. Then I said the blueberry thing. And then I said, oh, it was the toe thing.
Wait, okay. So this is crazy. Breaking news. You did not like blueberries until you were 24?
Wait, one of your big toes is bigger than your other big toe.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
So now
these
you
are
have
not
to pick.
interesting
Now
facts.
you have to pick.
No, I'm interested.
No, these are interesting.
And this was so hard. It's so hard to think of anything of yourself that's interesting.
I know. Because like then you're also kind of admitting that like it's pretty cool that I do this.
Yeah, and then it's like,
it's
oh,
a little
I want
cocky.
props for this.
Yeah. The blueberry thing is interesting. When you first... How long had it been before you had a blueberry until you tried
Wait, so have you guessed have you figured it out?
You don't have a dog in your family.
The lie is that you have dogs in your family.
Oh, it's 2 truths. I was doing one truth.
One truth.
Wait, so which one? Your big toe is still big? Or
my big toe's normal.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I literally just
so you
mixed
told
it up.
us 2 lies.
I told
All
you
right.
2 lies and 1 truth. But the game is famously 2 truths and 1 lie.
It's one of the most self-explanatory
Bet you
games that exist.
Bet you didn't think this would be difficult.
Yeah, I thought this would
Bet
be
you
a
didn't
quick
think you'd
little
have
segment
any
to
trouble
wrap up
doing
the
this.
interview. You would, if you were still working at Fallon, this would be your nightmare. Trying to explain the games to a celebrity.
I would be fired on the spot.
Yes, and that's on me for not teeing this up. I kind of assumed you knew how to play this game, but that's on me.
Games were my whole job.
This is someone's full-time job, and I just breezed over it, and that's on me, and I apologize.
Yeah, no, you are right. The truth that I have selected is that I didn't like blueberries until I was 24.
So wait, did you just go like years without having a blueberry?
I just didn't. I avoided them like the plague. I would pick them out. I would get an acai bowl and I wouldn't eat them.
Why? You didn't like them?
I didn't like them. I didn't like the taste. And then one day, it all switched.
Wow.
And now I love them. Can't get enough.
That is interesting.
And this is the kind of interesting anecdote you will only get here.
And that's just Daily Product Podcast.
I've never said that on a podcast mic before.
So this is an exclusive breaking news.
This is an exclusive.
Kylie now likes blueberries.
I now like blueberries.
Huge.
Do you ever follow People magazine?
Of course. That's where a lot of the stories that we cover come from.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
The fine people at People magazine. I just love the way that they're like exclusive. And then it's like the story that I reposted this to my stories because I loved it so much. But it was just woman finds venomous spiders in home, explains why she won't move. Exclusive. And this is just some woman.
That's not a story.
This
and
is
that's
not a
why
celebrity.
I love that it's a story. This is not
really
a
love
celebrity. It is exclusive to people.
It's just, yeah.
That's the kind of journalism we appreciate.
I really do love that.
Stuff. All right, guys, we'll follow Kylie on what's your Instagram?
Dead-eye Brakeman. Dead eye like eyeball.
Yep.
Brakeman like brake on a car and then man.